Welcome back to Dish by RMU Culinary, a weekly installment where we show you delicious food. I'm Ethan Zook with the Institute of Culinary Arts at Robert Morris University in Chicago. On this week's episode, I'm going to show you a Mediterranean pasta salad topped with an eggplant crouton. So here actually I have eggplant that I've taken the skin off and cut into like cubes, roughly the size of a crouton. And it's very important that you put salt on these and like let them drain at the very beginning because it brings out the water or like liquid inside the eggplant, and that's like what makes it bitter. So this is very important to do. Now, what I'm going to do here is three-step bread it. It's a technique we teach at all of our beginning classes here. And basically it starts with one thing. You have your whatever food you're trying to bread, you have flour, egg, and then breadcrumbs. These can be panko, it can be normal breadcrumbs, anything really. But it's so now I'm just going to take a couple of these, like five or six. Go in the flour, make sure you get all covered. Make sure you have one hand free. Just like do everything with one hand basically. Makes your life so much easier, less hand washing. And then into the egg, and finally, if I can grab it, into the panko. It can get a little messy, don't worry about it. And normally you want to do the two liquid ones like here, and then your other hand, use the dry right here. So we're just gonna get these all covered in the panko. It should stick to it because of the egg. And this is just like a couple eggs that are beaten, don't worry about that. You can even buy like egg beaters in the store, use that. Now we're just gonna drop this. I have some oil I've heated up here. You wanna hear that sizzle. If it's not hot enough, your food will get like real oily and kind of gross. So while that's heating up, I'm just gonna wash my hands. And next we're gonna move on to like the pasta part of it. Here we are. Now in this bowl I have right here, I have some just pre-cooked rigatoni. This is gonna be, you can use any kind of pasta, like larger, you can use penne, you can use bow ties, large shell pasta. It's whatever really you have in your pantry or whatever you feel like. It's a very mix and match kind of thing. And these cook pretty quick, so you want to just keep moving them around when they get that golden brown color on all the sides. These are going to be our croutons on top of our salad. It's going to be really good. So with this, I'm going to have some halves of varietal of tomatoes. They come in a pack. You can just, and they all have slightly different flavors and acidity, and it's just a good complement to the eggplant. So now that these are golden brown, I'm going to take these out here and just let them drain onto paper towel. This will help like get rid of some of the oily texture and just leave it nice and crispy, which is what we want. Now, in our pasta here, I'm going to add fresh oregano. Feel free to use dry. It's fine, really. A little bit of crushed red pepper, not a lot. You don't want to like this to be spicy, just to add like a little bit of a note to it. Now I have about 1/4 of a diced red onion. Use more or less to your preference, that's fine. Now here I have our second variety of tomato here. These are actually sun-dried, and it adds a nice like roasted flavor to it. That's really nice and compared to all like the fresh ingredients. And finally, I just have some normal Italian parsley just to go along with the herbs. I'm going to add in our tomatoes I talked about earlier. And we're going to toss it all with a red wine vinaigrette. It's really basic. You'll see the recipe with this as well. And so I'm just going to top it with that. And the cool thing about the salad is you can make this hot or cold. Make sure, just if you add all these ingredients together in a skillet, we're gonna, it's totally fine. Just add the vinaigrette at the end, and you have like a warm pasta dish that you can serve for dinner. This you can take on picnics, like whenever you're having a cookout. It's a good dish for that. Now that we have this all mixed up, at the end I'm gonna add salt and pepper just to bring out some more flavors. Let's stir it up one more time. Now we're going to plate it. I have this nice dish right here. It can go in a bowl, large. Now, we're going to scoop this in. And if you're wondering where the eggplant comes in, it's going to go on top. It's our crouton, you know, our topping. It's part of the garnish, really. Now we're just going to get a nice amount right here. And I'm going to grab a couple of our croutons here. I'm going to top them with those on the top here. And a little bit of that fresh oregano from earlier. I saved just a little bit. It's going to go on top. Add a little more flavor here. And a little bit of the parsley. And here at the end, we have our Mediterranean pasta salad topped with eggplant croutons. For more recipes like this, feel free to visit robertmorris.edu/dish. Make sure to visit and subscribe to our YouTube channel.